Part 3. You will hear two students discussing a research project on seminar seating with their tutor. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 25. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 25.
Let us review your project on seminar seating and student participation. Sophia, could you restate the question you are trying to answer?
We want to examine whether the arrangement of seats is associated with how often students contribute voluntarily during small group seminars. We are comparing a horseshoe arrangement with conventional rows.
In our pilot, we observed 6 first-year seminars. The horseshoe rooms averaged 17 voluntary contributions, while the rooms with rows averaged 10.
Those figures are worth investigating, but I see an immediate limitation. Were the same tutors teaching in both layouts?
No, 2 tutors mainly used rows and another tutor preferred the horseshoe arrangement.
Then tutor behavior may be a confounding variable. A tutor who asks more follow-up questions could increase participation regardless of the furniture.
That is fair. I still think the seating pattern matters, but our current comparison cannot separate the two influences.
Good. Sophia, you also suggested a questionnaire. What would it add?
A short questionnaire could identify students who felt prepared to speak but remained silent. Observation tells us who contributed, but not whether other students wanted to join the discussion and held back.
I would keep that secondary. The main evidence should still come from observed behavior, not self-report.
Agreed. Now define the behavior more carefully. What counts as one contribution?
Our first coding sheet counted a raised hand, even when the tutor did not call on the student. I accept that this is too loose. We need a definition based on an actual spoken contribution.
Correct? And how will you check whether observers apply that definition consistently?
We could have 2 observers code the same seminar recording independently, then compare their totals.
Exactly. That gives you a basic reliability check. Finally, how should you describe the pilot result?
As evidence of an association, not proof that the horseshoe arrangement caused the difference.
Good. That wording is appropriately cautious.
Before you hear the rest of Part 3, you have some time to look at questions 26 to 30. Now listen and answer questions 26 to 30.
Let us turn those points into a practical plan. Noah, you were concerned that filming every session might change student behavior. What do you propose for the first pilot?
I would avoid video at that stage. We can place one observer quietly at the back of the room and see whether the coding sheet works before we introduce cameras.
That seems reasonable for the pilot. For the main study, recordings may still be useful because they allow a second observer to review exactly the same discussion.
Yes. Sophia, refine your questionnaire proposal.
I would use a brief confidence survey with 3 items only. It should ask whether students felt prepared, whether they wanted to contribute, and whether the room arrangement made speaking easier or harder.
Keep it short. A long survey would reduce completion rates. Now the tutor effect needs a stronger control.
Could we ask the same tutor to teach one seminar in rows and another in a horseshoe arrangement?
That is the right principle. Use the same tutor in both layouts wherever the timetable allows. And rotate the order so one arrangement is not always tested first.
We should also record attendance. A quiet seminar with 12 students cannot be compared directly with a full room of 25.
Correct? But do not exclude low attendance seminars automatically. Record the numbers and decide how to handle them during analysis.
For coding, I would count each complete speaking turn as one contribution. A short agreement such as yes, exactly can be placed in a separate category from a new argument or example.
That is much clearer. Before full data collection, have 2 observers code one recording and discuss any disagreements. This is not only about producing matching totals. You need to discover where the category definitions are still ambiguous.
Then we revise the guidance before the main study begins.
Precisely. Your next submission should include the revised coding guide, the confidence survey, and a timetable showing how tutors and layouts will be balanced.
That is the end of part 3. Now turn to part 4.